going on YouTube? We back, man. In traffic right now. We're actually about to go to Harbor Freight and spend my gift card that I got for Christmas. So, you know, I'm finna go in there and buy everything because Harbor Freight is my favorite store now that I'm older in the tech game. I don't get a snap on, man, none of my money. Partially because we ain't got one, but I do buy those Cornwell tools. That's good stuff. So, anyway, my wife got me that Harbor Freight gift card for my for Christmas. So, I'm gonna go in there and try to grab some lights for the garage so I can light up the other side. Because I bought that hectagon or octagon, whatever light, octagon light for the garage, and I put it on one wall and I don't feel like taking it down and separating it. So I'm just gonna get me like a couple stand up, really bright, you know, LED drop lights, or under hood lights, stuff like that. So that way I can actually work on the car with some light and actually not have to worry about my light dying every 5 minutes or something like that. So yeah, and we're probably gonna pick up another fuel pressure test kit. I think mine is kind of played out on me and I don't feel like spending another couple $100, so I can buy a cheap one for like 30 bucks at Harbor Freight. So we'll grab that, and I do need some new axle nut sockets, so we'll see how far we can go with this 200 bucks, but I'm definitely gonna buy some quality lights, get home, show y'all all the new stuff we grabbed to like keep working on this Cutlass. And I need to get a gas can, and we're gonna put some gas in the tank because the gas tank is completely empty. So we're gonna put gas in it, throw an inline fuel filter in it, see if this thing will start and run under its own power once we got that fuel pump and stuff installed yesterday. So anyway, I'm gonna cut y'all back on. We pull up to this Harbor Freight and grab these new lights for the garage. Made it to Harbor Freight, trying to figure out, do I need the 18,000 lumen or the 4,500 lumen? I think I'm gonna go with the 18,000 lumen. It's this one's 125 opposed to 79. But if I buy this one, I can get more stuff with my gift card. So we may go ahead and get this one. I think 4,500 lumens should be plenty bright, because I think this is gonna be crazy bright. So yeah, we're gonna get the 4,500, and it's got the tripod with it, and it's got the power cord to it, so I can just leave it plugged up in my wall to where I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I'm torn. Do I go 18,000 lumens or do I go 4,500 lumens? Yeah, I think I may go 18,000 lumens. Yeah, we'll do the 18,000 lumens. And then a couple other things we need to grab. Some axle nut sockets. I may grab a under hood light. It's like 30 bucks, but if I got this, I don't think I need this. So let me go grab some axle nut sockets. And well, actually that one right there that's a nice one there too. I don't have to use the tripod. Man, there's so many different options. That's just an under hood light. I could use this and move it around though when I need to. And it's got the adjustable head, so actually I think I may get two. So yeah, I'm gonna grab this one, and then go ahead and grab some axle nut sockets as well. So let me grab all this stuff. I only got one hand now that I'm holding this big box. We're gonna grab it and head back to the house and get started trying to fire up this old Cutlass. So we made it back to the house. We're getting everything situated. Y'all see it's so much brighter. And I'm gonna take y'all and show y'all the car in a minute. I went ahead and had to grab me some new axle nut sockets too. I be running into issues at work, man. So I had to grab a new set of those. Cause everybody know you got front wheel drive cars, at some point in time it's gonna need a CB axle. So had to grab those for the tools at work. But let me show y'all what we done got. We done actually picked up a whole lot more parts for the car. Starting with, like I said, we got a radiator for it. Got new front rotors, pads, wheel seals, new hose, everything. So right now, Y'all see that light, bro? That light is crazy bright. But what we're doing right now is we actually, let me move around here. We actually replacing that fuel feed line right there up to the pump, because I'm just gonna add an inline filter right there from there to the pump. So when I fire this thing up, trying to get it to run on its own power, hopefully we ain't got too much nastiness come up, but I'm trying to catch it before it gets to the pump. And these are like $3, if that. So I can probably run this and just get, if I gotta keep changing it, I'll keep changing it. Like I said, it's $3, so I'm not gonna truly worry about it. And I'm trying to find a nut or something I can fit on here that'll clear this AC compressor, which, I mean, that's how it goes, but it don't have a nut. Since I took the brackets off, it made it a lot shorter. Taking off the brackets to the pump, whatever, the small pump is gone. But right now, we finna get this in, and then what I'm about to do is make a few little top block offs for this, so I won't have an exhaust leak coming out of here. And then I'm gonna just add, I went and got 5 gallons of fresh gas. We're gonna throw in the tank. Once we throw that fresh gas in the tank, we're gonna start it off this carb spray, and hopefully when it's running off the carb spray, it'll eventually start to pick the gas up out of the tank. And then we can look at my filter and see if it's actually really nasty or if it's gonna come out fresh gas. Hopefully we get fresh gas, but I know we're gonna get a little bit of bad gas. So let me get this in, get the gas in the car, and then we're gonna block this off. So let me get all that done real quick, and we'll cut y'all back on in just a minute. Y'all let me know what y'all think about my shop light. I think the 45,000 lumen definitely is the right choice. This thing is going back to the store. This thing terrible. It don't do nothing. So yeah, it's going back, but let's get it going. Let's get this put back in and blocked off. And hopefully we'll start this thing up. I still ain't put the plugs and wires in yet, because if this car don't run as good as I want it to, just sitting here, if I get it to idle and it runs good, if I got good oil pressure, cooling is good, no overheat, and then we'll start with this other stuff. But if it doesn't work that well, we're just gonna return all this stuff. And I got an LS at work. I may just dump a couple grand into that LS I got sitting and go ahead and LS swap this thing. So yeah, let's get to it. So it's a whole nother day, man. I wound up getting tired and didn't really want to mess with it. So what I did was I put an inline filter in, but what I want to do now is I want to run this thing off of an outside source first. So I ran a big fuel hose to my gas bucket, and then I hooked it to my fuel pump feed. So hopefully it'll run off an outside source, because I don't know if y'all can see, I primed it up and that thing is just nasty from the tank. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and actually probably drop the tank, or I'm just gonna hook this up, hook this line set up to the fuel feed up to the carburetor, and just pump the gas out before I put new gas in it. So let's see how that turns out. But right now, I need to hook up this jump box to the battery, and then I'm gonna reach in here and try to fire this thing up. So let me give my wife the phone here back. Hold this. Spin around. And I had to open the garage. I started this thing yesterday.
Too.
It's got a few problems. I know it needs valve covers, it's got exhaust leak, all kind of just minor stuff, nothing major so far. So
This light is nice.
yeah, it is super bright. So I sprayed a little spray in there already, so we'll see if I can get it to run off an outside source. That's the plan, without making a giant mess. Here, you gotta watch this so it don't pop off and hit the serpentine or something like that.
What do I need to watch?
That'd be terrible. That should be good. I'm not trying to fire it up. You may have to use this a second. All right.
Hang on, let me come over here.
See if I can get it to fire up.
Oh, shoot. Get the fan.
I gotta put a fan in here. Oh. So, the Cutlass runs at idles. I got it to run idle.
I'm gonna grab a fan.
We're gonna need a fan because, like I said, it's got some valve cover leaks, as y'all see. This valve cover is leaking down on the exhaust. And I think I've got an exhaust leak over here. But now I know it'll run on its own from an outside fuel source. But now I just gotta figure out what I wanna do about I gotta fix the manifold leaks. Those need to be fixed. Valve covers, definitely, as y'all can see, it's smoking from the valve covers. But I think it should be able to restart on its own power. And I gotta figure out why it's not idling down, which I think that could be my idle speed or something's off, or I don't know how to fix that. Probably just a bunch of vacuum stuff I gotta do and adjustments I need to make, which I got all the new vacuum hoses. I'm gonna be replacing all the vacuum hoses. But as y'all see, it runs. It runs on its own. And I didn't have any oil pressure issues. I am gonna bring no oil pressure lights, anything like that. So I'm gonna bring home my oil pressure gauge from work, put a manual gauge on it. Same thing with my coolant. I'm gonna bring probably just my temp gauge home and hook it up. That way I can see if it's overheating or not. But it's definitely been sitting for a while. And just trying to get all that bad gas out, or whatever's built up in it, because it's smoking like a freight train. But other than that, we making progress. I'm also gonna try to get these off and try to clean off the surface rust, because I think I'm gonna ride on these for a while. These look good with the red stripe. I love the rally wheels on the Cutlass, so those will stay. And tomorrow, what I want to do, or Sunday, maybe a couple days before I give y'all another video, what I'm going to do is start cleaning all this out, and probably the same process as getting the rally wheels done, and we'll clean all this out, use my vacuum. You get the fan? Use my vacuum and clean all this out. But y'all see it runs on its own. Like I said, I still got to confirm the oil pressure, make sure it's not overheating, just a few things. And then, like I said, exhaust manifold gaskets. I'll probably try to get those done, and the valve covers this weekend as well. Yeah, it's a little process, a little bit at a time with this car. We're making it happen. My assistant over here don't like the smell of carburetor, so. The other one? Yeah. So we're gonna be running a lot of fans in and out of here. And Sunday, I'm gonna do this during the day. It's like 9 o'clock at night, so I don't wanna make my neighbors upset anyway. They'll be tripping. So yeah, we'll be changing out a bunch of vacuum hoses, valve cover gaskets, exhaust manifold gaskets. Hopefully none of the studs break off in the exhaust manifold. That'll be a disaster. So I'm gonna soak those down with Kimball real good. As y'all see, I already started my rattle can process, cleaning up some of the rust under here. We'll take out a bunch of unnecessary stuff we don't need, and yeah. Anyway, another quick video for y'all, just showing y'all we're making progress. We also put the spark plugs in too, so if y'all I didn't do that on camera. Cutlass will run pretty good off an outside fuel source, so exhaust leaks, and we're gonna try to put this thing on the ground and see if it'll move under its own power. Check y'all in the next video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll see y'all in the next video.